Hi friends, it's Teresa. Welcome to Yoga by Teresa. We're going to be doing a fun midsummer flow today. It's going to be kind of a full body experience. I recommend a couple blocks by the top of the mat, and then if you have any knee sensitivity, a blanket, you'll see it behind me, for underneath your knees. And if there's any additional props that you need, please go ahead and bring those with you. Do what you can. If anything we do today does not serve your body, serve your practice, you can always skip it, do something else instead, or take a pause. Have fun. Donations are welcome and encouraged. My Venmo is at Teresa, Teresa, dash my last name, UNDURRAGA, and I'll put that information in the description as well. Yeah, that's really it. We're going to start in child's pose, so let's make our way onto our mats. And then for child's pose, we're going to start with the knees wide towards the longer edges of the mat. The big toes touch. Sink your hips to your heels and stretch your arms forward. I'll give you a couple options since we're just getting started. Might feel good to lift the chest a little bit by bringing one block underneath of the heart and the second block underneath the forehead. Another option is to stack your hands underneath your forehead. Or if you're ready to get real low, you're going to stretch your arms along your ears and bring your forehead directly down to the yoga mat. Let the shoulders press down the back, the hips draw towards the heels. Let the breath begin to increase in length. Connecting to our deeper breathing. Take a deep breath in for 4 counts. Pause. Exhale for 4 counts. Breathe in through the nose for 4 counts. Hold. Exhale out the mouth for 4 counts. One more time. Breathing in for 4. Holding the breath. Exhaling out the mouth for 4. Now we're going to increase to a 5 count. If 5 count does not feel supported, you'll stick with the 4 count. 3 breaths on your own. And then for a last round of 3-part breath, perhaps increasing to a 6 count. If that's too long, too lengthy, you'll stick to a 5 or 4 count. Take 3 rounds of breath. Start to massage the forehead from side to side. Probably feels better to do this directly on the floor. Maybe moving your hips right to left. Bringing small movement into the body, tapping the fingertips. And then press your hands into the floor. Bring your knees closer in towards each other. Inhale, shoulders over wrists, little tabletop. Exhale, hips to heels, child's pose. Inhale, shoulders come forward. Exhale, send the hips back. One more time. Bring your shoulders over your wrists. Now the toes are pointing to the back edge of the mat and your index fingers are pointing forward. Inhale, drop the belly, lift your heart and lift your hips. Exhale, coil and round, arch into a cat pose. Inhale, drop the belly, look up. Exhale, round, arch into cat. One more time, awakening the spine. Neutral spine, send the left leg back. We want the foot in line with the hip and the toes pointing down. Draw the low belly in and relax your shoulders. Breathe in, exhale, left knee to chest. Inhale, extend the leg back, lengthen the spine. Exhale, knee to chest, round in. One more time, lengthen the leg, lengthen out the crown of the head. Exhale, knee towards chest and hold. On your next inhale, open the left knee to the left shoulder. Flex your toes outward, fire hydrant pose. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, open the left knee wide, fire hydrant. Exhale, knee to chest. One more time. Open the knee, open the foot, and then draw the knee to the chest. Extend the left leg to the back, short edge of the mat, and reach the right arm along the ear. Spinal balance. Keep your shoulders in their sockets. The right thumb points up to the sky. Press through your left fingertips. And release. Back through table. Inhale, drop the belly, lift your heart, lift your gaze, lift your nose. Exhale, round into a cat. Back to center, send the right leg back, foot in line with hip, toes point down, navel to spine, shoulders are relaxed, breathe in. Exhale, right knee to nose, round in. Inhale, extend the leg, extend the spine. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen out the top of the head, and exhale, round. This time we're keeping the right knee towards the heart. Inhale, open right knee towards right shoulder, toes flex outward, fire hydrant pose. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, open right knee wide. Exhale, draw the knee towards the heart space. One more time, open the knee. Bring the knee back to the heart. Extend the right leg back, left arm along ear, thumb points up to the ceiling. Press down through your right fingertips and relax the shoulders. One more breath. And release. Tabletop, tuck your toes under, walk your hands forward, a palm print, send your hips up to the ceiling, downward facing dog. So our index fingers continue to point forward. The hands are outer shoulder distance apart. Feet are hips distance apart or even slightly wider. Spread the fingers, spread the toes, and then start to pedal out through the knees. Bending a knee at a time. Might feel good to wag your tail right to left. We're melting the chest towards the thighs as we send our tailbone up to the ceiling, and keeping softness through the elbows and through the knees. On your next breath in, bring your shoulders over your wrists, high plank. Exhale, bend your knees deep, bear pose. Knees are bent, press the heart towards the thighs. Inhale, high plank position, shoulders come over wrists, hips in line with shoulders. Exhale, back to our bear pose. One more time, inhale, high plank. Exhale, bear. Hold bear. Breathe in, exhale, straighten the legs, downward facing dog. Lift your heels, bend your knees, walk or lightly float to the top of the mat, forward fold. Catch opposite elbows, let's find a ragdoll. From right to left, moving the torso, moving your hips, bending the knees a lot here. Your toes are relaxed. The top of the head points down to the floor. Maybe a little shake, yes, no, through the head. And then relax your arms. Inhale, half lift. Lengthen out the top of the head. And exhale, forward fold. Drive down through your heels. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Palms meet overhead. Maybe a gentle back bend by leaning back. And exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, lift your prayer. Exhale, sit into a chair. The knees are behind the toes. Squeeze your glutes. Tailbone points down to the floor. Breathe in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, plant your palms, step back to high plank position. Chaturanga to where you can support your body weight or come all the way down to the belly. Inhale, straighten the arms, cobra. Option to lift the knees and hips, upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees, walk or lightly float to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, roll the shoulders open. Exhale, fold. Drive through your heels. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Option to lean back. And exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, lift your prayer. Exhale, sit into a chair. Squeeze your glutes. Relax your shoulders. Breathe in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands, high plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, back bend of choice. And exhale, downward facing dog. Last time, lift your heels on your breath in. Bend your knees, walk or float to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Palms meet overhead, optional back bend. And exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, lift your prayer. Exhale, sit in a chair. Hold here, breathe. Breathe in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands. You can either step back or jump back with bent elbows directly into chaturanga. Lower to where you can support your body weight or come down to the belly. Inhale, back bend of choice. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg to the sky. Three-legged dog. Soft bend through the left knee. Right toes point down to the floor. Squeeze the right glute to lift the right heel. Breathe in. Exhale, right knee to nose. Shoulders roll forward. Inhale, lift the leg. Exhale, right knee to right shoulder. Fire hydrant pose. Lift the leg. Exhale, knee to nose. Hover. Open the right knee to the right. Draw the knee back to the chest. Step between your hands and bring the left knee down to the floor. I like to use blocks for what we're going to do next. And I usually start on the highest height. You're welcome to start on the height that best serves your body today. Front knee over ankle. Inhale, straighten the right leg. Toes point up to the ceiling. Spread the toes wide. Keep your left hip over your left leg. Exhale, bend the knee. Let your hips descend. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Toes point up to the ceiling. Exhale, bend right knee. One more time. Half split. Back into a lunge. Bring that left block onto its lowest setting, your hand directly on the floor, open torso to the right, reach your right arm to the ceiling. Roll both shoulders back. One more breath in, exhale, release. Hands will frame the right foot. Tuck your back toes under, float the left knee. We want the left heel over the ball of the left foot. Front knee over ankle. Sweep your arms up to the ceiling, high lunge. Each foot is on its own train track. Tailbone points down, hip points up. Let's cactus our arms. Big breath in. Exhale, round the back, forearms and palms touch. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Open front body. Round the back. One more time. Open your cactus arms, elbows in line with shoulders, and then lean back. Finding that little back bend. You can bend the back knee if that feels more supportive. Breathe in, exhale, hands frame right foot, right leg back to plank, chaturanga. Inhale, back bend of choice, I love cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Breathe in through the nose. And exhale out the mouth. Inhale the left leg to the ceiling. Hold here. Soft bend through the right knee. Use the left glute to lift the left heel high to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, left knee to nose, shoulders roll forward. Inhale, lift the leg. Exhale, left knee to left shoulder. Fire hydrant pose. Inhale, lift. Exhale, left knee to chest. Pause. Inhale to open the knee wide. Exhale to draw the knee back in. Step between the hands. Ground your right knee. Untuck right toes. Blocks underneath of the shoulders. Left knee over left ankle. Inhale, straighten left leg. Toes point up to the ceiling. Keep the right hip over the right leg. Exhale, bend the knee. Let your hips drop. Inhale, straighten. Toes peel back towards shin bone. Exhale, bend the left knee. Hips come down. One more time. And then let's bring that right block onto its lowest setting or potentially on the floor. Open your torso to the left. Extend the left arm to the ceiling. Lift your heart up and out of your shoulders. Breathe in and exhale, release. Hands will frame the left foot. Tuck your right toes under, lift the right knee. Now we want the heel over the ball of the right foot and the left knee over the left ankle. Sweep your arms up to the sky. High lunge, roll the shoulders open, tailbone down, hip points up to the ceiling. Cactus your arms. Breathe in, exhale, round, palms and forearms connect. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, round the back. One more time. Moving with control. Open through cactus. Breathe in, exhale, lean back. Option to bend the right knee if that feels more supportive. Inhale, exhale, hands come forward. Left leg back to plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, back bend, cobra or up dog. Exhale, tuck the toes. Downward facing dog. Bring your knees to the mat. Big toes touch. Knees together. Reach your arms forward. Embryo pose. 3 to 5 breaths here. And then let's make our way onto hands and knees with the knees underneath the hips. We'll start with the left leg. Open the left leg to the left. Toes point forward. Inhale, reach the left arm to the ceiling. Exhale, thread the left arm underneath the right. Bend right elbow. Inhale, open back up. Exhale, thread the arm. One more time. Open up and thread. This time we're going to come all the way down to the left shoulder, left temple. You can always place a block underneath your head. The block would be on its lowest setting if you need a little bit extra support, a little extra height. Right arm stretches along the ear. And then make sure your left palm is open towards the ceiling. Press through the outer edge of the left foot. One more breath in our modified thread the needle. And then bring the right hand under the right shoulder. Extend the left arm up to the ceiling. Circle left wrist a few times each way. And then let's meet back on our hands and knees. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Open the right leg to the right. Toes will point forward. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale, thread right arm under left. Bend left elbow. Inhale, reach. Open the shoulder. Exhale, round. Last one, extend the right arm up. And then this time we're coming all the way down to the right shoulder, right temple. You can use the blocks to bring the earth higher up. And then left arm along ear. Make sure that right palm is facing the sky. Push through the outer edge of the right foot. Relax the face, take one more breath. Let's bring the left hand under the left shoulder. Extend the right arm up to the ceiling, a few circles one way with the right wrist, a few circles the other way, and then we're coming back to our hands and knees for table. Tuck the toes, plant the hands, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees, walk or float to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Palms meet overhead, optional back bend. And exhale, hands to heart. Good. Let's bring our hands to our hips. Load up the right leg, lift the left knee. Knee is in line with hip, toes are flexing forward. Extend your arms up to your ears, crane pose. Hug the low belly in and relax your shoulders. Option to add a twist, right hand to left knee, torso opens to the left, left arm extends back, possibly peeking over your back shoulder. Let's come back around, hands to the heart. Breathe in, exhale, hinge at the hips, guide the left leg back, lower the torso. Left toes flex downward towards the floor. Modified warrior 3. Keep a soft bend through the right leg. And then let's slowly come back up. This time we're hugging the left knee towards the chest, wrapping the hands around the shin bone and drawing the knee towards your heart. Lift your chest. Roll the shoulders open. And release. Shake it out, let it go. And then bring a soft bend to the knees, and let's empty out our coat sleeve. So if you've taken my class before, this is a nice way to neutralize the spine. For 3, 2, and 1. Back to mountain pose. This time we're lifting the right knee in front of the right hip bone. Extending arms up to the ears, softening the shoulders. Crane. Hug the low belly in and up. And then lower your hands to your heart. Soft bend through the left knee, start to hinge at the hips, and send the right leg behind you. Lower the torso. Right toes point downward towards the floor. Modified warrior 3. And then with control, we're bringing that right knee back towards the chest, wrapping the hands around the right shin, really lifting that knee high up towards the heart. Roll the shoulders back and down, drive down through your left heel. And then release. Shake it out one more time. Moving right along. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, sit into a chair. Hold for a couple more breaths. It's our active squat. Breathe in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands. You're either jumping back with bent elbows into chaturanga directly or stepping back and then lowering. Inhale, back bend. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg to the sky. Bend the knee, stack the hip open to the left. Square your shoulders. We're going to work the left leg. Breathe in. Exhale, bend the left knee deep. Inhale, straighten left leg. Exhale, bend left knee deep. Inhale, straighten. Last time, exhale, bend. Straighten the left leg. Keep your hips stacked. Breathe in. Exhale, right knee to nose. Hover. Push the floor away. Lift your knee higher. Your hips higher. And then step between the hands. Ground your back heel. We want right heel to left arch alignment in the feet. Spin the torso open to the left, warrior 2. Press your right knee wide, your tailbone down, roll the shoulders open, and gaze over your front fingertips. On your next breath in, straighten the right leg, rise up and tip back, reverse triangle. Squeeze the feet towards each other. even though the legs don't move. We're activating our inner thighs, our adductor muscles. Keep the legs straight, reach the torso forward, and then bring the right hand down to the right leg. It can be the shin, the ankle, the floor, a block. Left arm to the sky. Shoulders are soft. Smile. Okay, let's bring a generous bend into the right knee. Rise up and tip back, reverse warrior. From here, we're going to guide the right hand in front of the right foot on a block or directly on the earth. Load up the right leg, lift the left, stack the left hip over the right. Left toes are flexing to that left long edge of the mat. Left arm reaches to the ceiling. Half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Okay, we're going to keep that left leg lifted. Bring your left hand down to the floor. Square your hips. So now the left toes are pointing down to the yoga mat. Cross the left leg behind the right. Bring your feet together and fold over the legs. Bend the knees. Squeeze that left hip back. Squeeze the right hip back. Try to find even hips as we find our forward fold. Give the head a little shake. Make sure you're not holding any tension in the neck. And then we'll step the left foot over to the left side. Heels in, toes out. Sink your hips towards your heels. Malasana squat. Hands to heart. Lengthen the spine. Push through the outer edges of the feet and really press the elbows against the knees. So we open the knees back. Okay, one more breath in. Long exhale. Bring your hands down, lift your hips up. Heel toe your feet until they touch. And then lift your heels up off the floor. Start to sink your hips down towards your heels. We're making our way into a toe stand. So maybe you stay here with the support of your hands. Otherwise, we're going to squeeze the legs into each other, find lift through the heart. Hands to the heart, lengthening out the top of the head. Find that focal point, your drishti, something you can focus on to hold your balance. And then release the hands down, ground through the heels, bend the knees and ragdoll all the way back up to standing mountain pose. 3 breaths in stillness. Tadasana, tailbone points down to the heels. One more breath. Okay, inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, sit into your chair. One more breath here. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands. You're either jumping back or stepping back. Chaturanga. Inhale, back bend of choice. And exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg up to the ceiling, bend the knee, stack the hip open to the right. Keep your shoulders in alignment. We're going to start working with that right leg. Breathe in, exhale, bend the right knee deep. Inhale, straighten, and exhale, bend. Straighten right leg, bend right knee. Straighten right leg and hold. Breathe in. Exhale, left knee to nose, shoulders roll forward, hover. Lift the knee higher, the hips higher. Step between the hands. Ground the right heel, left heel to right arch alignment in the feet. Spin the torso open to the right. Warrior 2. Left knee wide. Shoulders roll open, gaze forward. Strong legs. Reconnect with your breath. Inhale, straighten the left leg, rise up and tip back. Left arm along ear, right arm down the right leg. Squeeze the feet towards each other. Activate your inner thighs. And then keep both legs straight. Reach the upper body forward And then bring the left hand down to the leg, the shin, the ankle, the floor, or a block. Right arm extends to the ceiling. Relax your shoulders and squeeze your left hip back. Generous bend to the left knee. Inhale, rise up and tip back, reverse warrior. And then whenever you're ready, left hand in front of left foot. Load up the left leg, float the right, stack right hip over left. Right toes are flexing to that right long edge of the mat. Right arm extends to the ceiling. Half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Keep the hips stacked. Okay, right leg will stay high. We're going to bring the right hand underneath the right shoulder on the floor. Square your hips, so we're closing that hip so the right toes point down to the floor. And then cross the right leg behind the left. Bringing your heels together, feet together, best you can, fold over your legs. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Press your hips back evenly. Little shake to the head. And then nice and slow, take the right foot over to the right side, heels in, toes out. Sink your hips towards your heels, Malasana. This time we're going to open the arms. Press your arms against your inner knees, lift your chest, lengthen out the crown. One more breath. Hands down, hips up. Heel toe the feet back together. Lift your heels up off the floor and then drop your hips towards your heels. We're coming back to a toe stand. So hands might support you or you're lifting your hands to your heart. Rolling the shoulders up, back, and down. Now if you have any sensitivity in your toes or in the balls of the feet, you're not going to want to bring your weight this high up. You're going to stay a little bit more crouched over. Squeeze the inner thighs together. We've got one more breath. And then release the hands down. Release the heels down. Roll all the way up to standing. Inhale, rise up through the arms. Lean back. And exhale, hands to heart. Okay, one more thing, and then we're going to start to cool down. Make your way into a wide-legged stance facing the longer edge of the mat. Heels point in and the toes point out. Coming into goddess squat. Knees over ankles. Push your knees wide. Arms are in a cactus. Inhale, straighten the arms, straighten the legs. Palms meet overhead. Exhale, bend and sink into goddess squat. Inhale, lift. And exhale, pulse. One more time. Breathe in. Exhale, right forearm, right thigh. Left arm extends along the left ear. Little side stretch. Inhale back through center. Exhale, left forearm to left thigh. Right arm extends along the right ear. Back through center. Hands to the thighs. Dip the left shoulder, look over the right shoulder. Back through center. Dip the right shoulder, look over the left. Back through center, bring your elbows onto your thighs, wrap your hands around your shin bones and let the top of the head point down. Keep squeezing the knees back, the hips are low. Okay, now we're going to straighten the legs, bring your hands to the earth. Toes will point to the long edge of the mat. Wide-legged forward fold. Just letting gravity take over. Bring more weight into the balls of the feet than into the heels. Reach your arms up to the sky, interlock the fingers, and let the arms journey over top of head, shoulder opener. Release your hands. Front foot will point forward. Hands will frame that front foot. Give it onto the ball of the back foot, and then step the front foot to the back of the mat, downward facing dog. Inhale, high plank. Hold. Right hand under nose. Shift onto the outer edge of the right foot. Stack the left leg on top. Reach the left arm to the ceiling. Side plank. Push the bottom hip into the top hip. And then let's come back through plank and go the other way. Left hand under nose. Find the outer edge of the left foot. Stack the right leg on top. Right arm extends to the ceiling. Push the hips up to the sky. Come back around. Hips up to the sky, downward facing dog. Right leg up to the ceiling. Bend the knee, stack the hip open to the left. Stay here, or start to slowly step the right foot behind the leg, flipping your dog open and over. Heart opens to the ceiling, right arm extends along ear. Wild thing. Let's come back around. Three-legged dog. Bring the right knee to the right wrist and the right foot to the long edge of the mat, making our way into a tall pigeon. I like to use my blocks here to support my upper body. Lengthen the spine. Feel the shoulder blades kiss on the back. Low belly squeezes in. And then we'll bring it forward. Coming onto your palms, onto a block support, onto your forearms, or onto your forehead. Two more deep breaths. Okay, plant the hands underneath the shoulders. Tuck your left toes under, and ever so gently shift back to downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg to the sky. Bend the knee and stack the hip open to the right. And then possibly step the left foot behind the right leg. Flip your dog over. Open your chest to the ceiling. Left arm extends along the ear. Wild thing. And then we'll slowly come back around to our three-legged dog. Guide the left knee to the left wrist. Left foot over to the right edge of the mat. Possibly using your blocks to keep the spine upright. Shoulder blades kiss on the back of the body. Breathe in. And on your exhale, start to lean forward. And again, either coming onto your palms, your forearms, or your forehead. 5 deep breaths. We're going to exit a little bit differently this time. Rise up, long spine, shift onto the outer edge of the left hip. Gently bring the legs in front of you. Plant the feet. Knees are bent. Windshield wiper your knees from right to left. Okay, let's find the very top of our seat. Bring your right hand to your outer left shin, ankle, or foot. And then extend the left leg forward. Torso opens to the left, left arm reaches back, possibly gazing over back shoulder. And then we're really lengthening here, keeping the shoulders over the hips. Release out of the twist, let's go the other way. Left hand to right, shin bone, ankle, or outer edge of foot. Right leg extends forward, torso opens to the right, right arm reaches back, possibly gazing over the back shoulder. Find length out the top of the head so you're sitting up nice and tall. And release. Bring your feet to the floor. Bring the block between your shin bones. Squeeze the shin bones around that block. The block is on its widest side, and slowly roll all the way down to the back of the body. Once you arrive on your back body, extend your legs up to the ceiling. Flex the feet, spread the toes. Squeeze inner thighs, or inner shins rather, around the block. Feel that low core turn on. Low belly presses down to the floor. And we're going to start with some pulsing. Doesn't have to be too deep. Take your time, listen to your body. Breathe in, exhale, hover the legs. Lift back up. Exhale, lower your legs. So we're going to keep doing this. Again, don't have to come all the way down to the floor, just to where you're feeling your low belly activate. And you can even place your fingertips on your low belly. Feel it working hard. We don't want to come down too far to where we create a deep bend in the low back, or a deep arch rather. We'll take 5 more of these, little bit of core work. 3, 2, 1. Come back up. Set the block off to the side. Knees to the chest. Give your body a squeeze. Maybe there's a little massage for the lumbar spine from right to left. Maybe you lift your forehead to your knees and create a tight little ball. Okay, feet are flat on the floor. We're going to take our block again. This time it's going to be on the shortest width, and we're placing it right in between our inner thighs, nice and close to your pelvis. Walk your heels in. You might be able to brush your heels with your fingertips. We're going to take 1 back bend. So whenever you're ready, press down through your heels and lift your hips up to the ceiling. Now with the arms, you can create little robot arms where you bend at the elbows, palms face each other, and you're pressing your triceps into the floor as you lift your hip points up. Another option is to interlock the hands underneath of the low back. Draw the arms towards each other, the shoulder blades towards each other, and then we find that little back bend. Keep squeezing around the block wherever you are. 3 final breaths. And then release the hips down. Set the block off to the side. Let's cactus our arms. Our elbows are in line with our shoulders. And windshield wiper the knees from right to left. Okay. Feet are flat on the floor. Feet are at the outer edges of the yoga mat. Keep the left knee pointing to the ceiling and drop the right knee in. So just the right knee dropping in towards the left side. Hold here. And then option to open the left knee to the left. Coming into a supine twist. Breathing into the low belly. And then both knees point back up to the ceiling. Keep the right leg where it is and drop the left knee inward towards the right long edge of the mat. Just hold. And then open the right knee to the right side, coming into our full supine twist. Come back through center and slide the legs down the mat. Coming into our final resting pose, Shavasana. If you have any sensitivity in the low back, you can always place your blocks underneath your knees or a rolled blanket. Find that place where you can relax comfortably, where you can connect to your body, to your breath, to yourself. Let go, and I will call you back shortly. I encourage you to take at least 5 minutes of Shavasana, your final resting pose. And after those 5 minutes have passed, and of course you can stay for longer than that, let's start to bring some soft circles into the joints, into the ankles and into the wrists, wiggling fingers and wiggling toes. Extend your arms along your ears. Find a full body stretch, reaching out in opposite directions. Plant the feet on the floor. Roll onto your favorite side. Resting your head on your bottom arm, side lying child's pose. Taking a deep breath in. And an open mouth exhale. And then slowly rising up into a comfortable seat on your mat, keeping the eyelids soft, the spine long, and the heart open. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead, palms meet. Exhale, hands to heart. Thumbs press into sternum, Anjali Mudra, bow into your center. Thank yourself for being here, for showing up, for practicing with me. I bow to the light in each one of you. Namaste. Thank you so much. Namaste. Thank you for joining. Have a beautiful day and week. I'm always around if you have any questions.